Hey, what up everybody? It's Moss coming to you with another standard video. And this week, we're going to be playing Boros Mice. Now, for those of you who've been watching the channel for a little bit, you already are pretty familiar with the fact that I play a good bit of aggressive decks. Lots of mono red, lots of convoke, stuff like that. But this week, I'm deciding to kind of change things up ever so slightly. Alright, Mono Red's been my favorite deck in Standard for a little bit just because of Screaming Nemesis, but it hasn't been doing so hot on the ladder mostly because of its, atrocious Mono White matchup and a pretty bad Dimir matchup too. But one of the things that I've seen floating around a lot online is this mouse deck running Mabel, a couple copies of Flowerfoot Swordmaster, and then just a good bit of protection and exile based removal spells. Overall, that seems like a really good way to deal with some of the Dimir things. Maybe a couple of the mono white things. This deck, however, gets really aggressive when you think about the fact that Flowerfoot Swordmaster gets to pump up all of our mice for every single thing that you target it with once per turn. Mabel makes an equipment that targets our Flowerfoot Swordmaster, that can target our Emberheart Challenger, that can target our Heartfire Hero. It's a really sweet combination of cards. The synergy is insane. Outside of that, the core of the deck is basically what we would expect from this type of deck. Monstrous Rage, Hired Claw, Burst Lightning. Surprise, surprise. 3 copies of Lightning Helix. The mana base is definitely there to support running a 2-color, 3 damage spell and being able to gain life against the red matchups is pretty good. I do kind of question if this wouldn't just be better as a lightning strike to maybe not tax the mana base so hard. But we're already gaining a lot of life by Sheltered by Ghost, so maybe it's fine. Sideboard, again, the typical red sweet. Obviously, since we're not running the full set of Screaming Nemesis in the main, that way we can run Mabel. Throw a couple in the side. Got a couple Witchstalker's Frenzies for the big creatures. Erebras Forge for all the mid-range matchups. Torch the Tower for the mirror. We got Destroy Evil as a playset because Domain is coming back in a big way. Just in case you haven't paid attention to what's going on MTGO, Domain has been winning a lot of challenges, or in some cases, top 3ing some challenges. Alright, we've got Exercise to deal with more problematic artifacts, big creatures, things like that. And our 4th Sheltered by Ghost again, to hopefully deal with the mirror match. But hey, that's everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell icon, all the cringy YouTuber things. And I'll see you guys in match number 1. Alright, so we get to be on the play. And this hand's fine. Admittedly, not being able to go curve 1 into 2 drop kind of sucks, but it's not the worst. I think we're going to go ahead and start with this Heartfire Hero just to kind of lure out a removal spell from our opponent. Play this Restless Bivouac on 2, unless we draw something kind of sweet. Come on, opponent. You show us what you're gonna do. Or are you just going to ominously sit there? Alright, they're going Blue Land Spyglass Siren. Doesn't really tell us a whole lot about what they're doing, in all honesty. And truth be told, I actually do just want to play this Emberheart Challenger here, since we did draw the Inspiring Vantage. They'll take it. Probably means that they're Dimir. We will have... Oh, God, there is it? Okay, just bolt our thing. That's fine. I mean, we're going to go with a Manifold Mouse here. And just double strike. the first trigger doesn't really matter ever. Are you just gonna do it again? What type of shenanigans are you doing, opponent? Okay, so I really want to just play out this Hired Claw here. So let's do that and say go. Our opponent has whittled down our hand pretty significantly. Is it artifacts? I mean, they can crew this. Do I care about them doing this? Okay, they're drawing a land. That's not good. They... Are you just a... Is it tempo deck? I am very confused, opponent. Okay, so that's 1, 2... I mean, we could kill it, but our creature is dying too. And I don't know if that's really worth it. We'll take 4 on the chin here. Oh. Well, that's rad. I mean... You know what? We're just going to swing for 2 here. And gain some life. I love the fact that going Sheltered by Ghosts on Hired Claw makes our like attack trigger gain us life too. Alright, come on. Boo! Oh, alright. Cool. Alright. Opponent is at 8. Let's see. Maybe they can do something here. There's no way that they're attacking us for 17, and we've got Shardmage's Rescue to protect either of our creatures. But there's just no world where they swing out. Unless they have like a Witchstalker's Frenzy backed up by some other removal spell in case we protect our stuff. Okay. Enduring Curiosity, sure. You got it. Oh, you are cooked. You are so cooked. Cool, draw your cards. I do not care. Oh no, you played a Heartfire Hero. I'm gonna play a Heartfire Hero of my own. I am going to swing with both of my attackers. And... oh no, you're activating... Man. You know what? And I'm just going to go ahead and do this too. You are dead? Flawless victory. Alright, sick. So we're playing against an Is It Tempo deck? Again, I don't know what to classify this garbage as. So, Exercise is terrible. Destroy Evil could be good. Torch the Tower seems fine. Witchstalker Frenzy seems okay. Maybe Sheltered by Ghosts. Alright, now we need to think about what we're taking out. So, Lightning Helix seems good. We would need to be able to kill their stuff on curve, though, which is a little problematic. There's maybe some logic to taking those out. And we gotta cut 2 more. I'm always really willing to cut the Monstrous Rages in like a red mirror match or a red base match, just because if they kill our stuff in response, it really just invalidates us even casting this. So we'll cut it on the draw, maybe bring it back in on the play, and run it like this. That Sheltered by Ghost really did help us win that matchup there, though. Alright, so our opponent is going to be on the play. It would be silly if they weren't. This hand is a potential mulligan, but I think we're going to keep it. Let's see if Mabel shines here without any other mice on the field. Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. Kinda cool. But we get to go Hired Claw on 1, potentially just go Sheltered by Ghosts on 2, and gain 3 life, which would be rad. Putting our stuff out of just their traditional removal range would be important. And the fact that most of our stuff is red means that Lithomantic Barrage is kind of whack against us. Okay, they go Spyglass Siren on 1. Hired Claw. Raucous Carnival's cool. I wish we had a red-white Verge. That way it would be... What the f... Okay. Cool. That's fun, opponent. Yeah, we'll take 1. We're taking that thing. We're swinging. We're going up to 21. If you hit land and then you go Burst Lightning, cool. Or are you just going to activate on that? Depending on what they do here, we might just... It's crazy, but we could just play another Sheltered by Ghosts on this and make it nigh invincible. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, no. You cooked. Alright. So, admittedly, I want to... Okay. We're just going to swing here. An opponent cruise. We're going to animate this, or activate that. And, oh yeah, no, our thing does die here. A little bit of a miscalculation on my part. But we are going to kill that, that way they don't get any additional value. They get that back. We're up to 24 life. We might be dead because of that. Just straight up might be dead. Hit us for 6. Oh man, and they Mockingbird? Copying their, yeah. Flying Brazen Collector's pretty good. I mean, let's play Mabel. A 3/3 does at least block their Brazen Collector on the ground. Alright, don't hit sugar. Okay, they did hit something relevant off the top. Again? Bruh. Alright. Yep. No, we're taking it. Sure. Dog. What? I don't know if we're getting through this. Okay, so we can play this here. Restless Bivouacs. No, we're just dead. We're just dead. Oh my gosh. We could have maybe exiled something and held on a little bit longer, but that just killed us. Brutal. Alright, so Lightning Helixes are back in. We're probably taking out these Witchstalkers Frenzies because they're not as good as I want them to be. And what else can we take out? I will admit there was not really a single time where Monstrous Rage would have been that useful for us, so maybe we just cut another? Run it like that? Ugh. Talk so much smack, and then we get whacked like that. Alright, on the play. Great hand. And say go. Cool, you play a Hired Claw. We kill the Hired Claw. Alright, Emberheart. Swing 2. Let's see if they tap out here. No, they go for Burst Lightning. And another Hired Claw. Honestly, I want to maybe play Mabel here, just to be efficient with my mana. They would have to have removal spell and something else. Okay, they don't do anything there. Interesting. Well, let's do this. And I want to see Mabel just get in for a little bit here. Okay. We will play this just for one. Alright, Flowerfoot, show us what you can do. And opponent just scoops it up. Let's go. Alright. Sick. We win the match and still go down in percentage, but hey, can't argue with results. I'll see you guys in match number 2. Alright, match number 2, and we're going to be on the play. Can't complain about that. Hand sucks, though. I can't complain about that. Okay, this hand seems like it could be kinda goated. Probably gonna drop this redundant Emberheart Challenger. Just because while multiple of them are good, like just being able to curve is again the ideal thing for us. Boo, Storm Chaser's talent. Boo, hate this deck. Alright. Killer Mouse. And then they're probably going to This Town Ain't Big Enough. Targeting these two things. Yeah, it's just like Simic Terror at this point. Okay. Well, let's go for a Screaming Nemesis. And attack. And just taking it. Okay. Cool. Cash grab. Can't get back anything but a land. Them milling over that, like, Into the Flood model was really good. Alright, sleight of hand. Play the known card. Alright. So, let's swing. Okay. So pump this. And then we will pop this. There's really no way besides Seed of Hope for them to gain life. But just ensuring that they can't gain any is important for us. And then we can just go for Lightning Helix next turn and get the win. Oh my god, it's Storm Chaser's talent. What are you going to do? Don't tap out, opponent. Don't tap out. You know that I'm a red deck. Do not dare tap out here. Well, glad we did that. If we hit another land, I'm not going to BM them. I'm not going to BM them. Just going to go for the win. Alright. Cool. So, against this deck, what do we want to bring in? Honestly, their bounce spells are really important, and like Sheltered by Ghost definitely does offset some of that. So I'm thinking maybe bringing in a Sheltered by Ghost just to make it harder for them to bounce our stuff. Again, we get kind of blown out if we just target our thing and like we can't protect it in some capacity. I want to say we get these Destroy Evils in, maybe an Exercise and Witchstalker's Frenzy, but I honestly don't know. Okay, we know that Burst Lightning's not doing a whole heck of a lot here. Yeah, we'll keep in a couple of those. We'll take out these, like, Lightning Helixes. Bring in those, and we'll cut an additional Monstrous Rage. Like, this is only taking out one or two things, but the potential of going 4 damage to the face and then it comboing with our Screaming Nemesis to just take him off of lifelink is, or life gain, is good. Let's run it. Okay, opponent's going to be on the play. Because why wouldn't they be? Garbage hand. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna put back a land. Is it the smartest thing for us to be doing in this instance? No. But we're gonna put back a land. Lots of answers right now in our hand. Okay, Hired Claw, Heartfire Hero. What? I mean, sure. Opponent will have the ability to just start drawing a bunch of cards off of this, which is pretty good. Bushwhack. Okay, well, they're not killing our stuff, which is rad. They can go... Okay. Probably means that they have a Into the Flood Maw. We are, however, just going to destroy that. Don't want them gaining some card advantage. And then we'll just swing. Okay. So beating in with our just low-powered creatures is not the ideal situation for us to be in. Do I really want to protect that? Nah. You got it. You got it, opponent. Because it's just like, ooh, we get to protect it a little bit. And then they just get to unsummon it again the next turn. Okay. So we're going to play this. It seems like they almost have enough cards for the Dimir Crab. Yeah. You know what? That's honestly fine. I think we're just going to Sheltered, targeting our Heartfire. Take your Dimir, and then we just hope. I mean, if they don't have a way to get rid of this, and they actually did just take themselves off of a good way to get rid of it. Bushwhack. Okay, they fight. We gain 3. They go up some. Alright. Taking your Dimir. Bashing in for a little bit. Up to 29 life. Okay. If they go, this town ain't big enough, paying the ward cost, then we can Shardmage's Rescue and maybe get there on the next turn? Professor? Like, herbology instructor? What is this? Okay, they gain some life. This is just such a weird card. Okay. I mean, we're gonna swing. We're going for the fences here. Now, what they could do is they could, this town ain't big enough, taking out both of their things and just block with this herbology instructor. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you play the herbology instructor again? Wow, you gift a tapped fish. Okay. Yeah, maybe there was some better logic there to just playing the Manifold Mouse. I could maybe see that as being a better play. Target non-land permanent. Okay. I don't know why they gifted us a fish there. So it's like if we attack with Bivouac and then think we're just going to go wide here. Yeah, there's no real reason for us to not go wide. We'll target the others, just double strike, no attacks. Herbology Instructor, go up to 14. They've got us on like a 6-turn clock here. Okay, Mabel's great. It's so tempting. Double strike. And double strike. And swing in with both those. Now, we're going to block that. Are they going to go after Mabel? Alright, let's just ping this. If they have the "this town ain't big enough," they would use it like right now. Because like I'm cool trading a mouse for this Emberheart crab. Okay, opponent, what are you gonna do? Like, if you're gonna cast one of your removal spells, one of your bounce spells, do it. Okay. So you get to go up 3 again. Sweet. Okay, we will play that there. Let's give Mabel. Actually, let's just... Yeah, let's give Mabel double strike. Cool, another Emberheart crab. Alright. Let's swing with everything but that. We'll put the counter here. I mean, if you're willing to take 6 here, opponent. Okay, you're not. And them missing lands is crazy. Tolarian Terror? Okay, another Bivouac. Let's move that there. I mean... Let's give just Mabel double strike here. Do you have another "this town ain't big enough"? You've got 1, 2 that you've cast already. I mean, let's swing like that. Cash grab. Okay. This town ain't big enough, a Tolarian Terror, and then up the beanstalk. I mean, they're taking the Tolarian Terror. I don't think there's a single universe where they are not taking the Tolarian Terror. But going in for 10 double strike, haste, vigilance, trample, like, they gotta block with both of those. Now, they're not going to block with the otter, but they ought to. That was terrible. That was terrible. That was a bad joke. Alright, cleared their board. Wow, unable to scream is crazy. Alright. I mean, yeah, we're absolutely just going to cast this. And, I mean, next turn we're just pumping everything? Like, pow, pow, pow? 2, 4, 6, yeah. Okay. Swing! Paw patch formation? Okay. Gain some life, bud. You're up to 12. You're down to 11. That's wild. This has been a crazy game, an insane game. GG's opponent. Whew. Okay, I like this. I like this deck. This deck's kind of sweet. See you guys in match number 3. Alright, match number 3, and we are going to be on the play. Hand's actually kind of goated. Admittedly, I would like to have some type of, like, untap source on 2, but I don't hate our position right now. It's probably... yeah, okay. So, it's always right to assume that we're about to face, like, an aggro deck in this, like, format. Let's go with Bivouac. And then next turn we can go maybe Sheltered by Ghosts. Like, if they tap out this turn, Sheltered by Ghosts really does just kind of destroy them. Analyze the... what is this opponent doing? So they're red-greens... okay, they're Temur? They are playing cards that I've never seen before. Tarnation Vista. Interesting. We're going to play another Bivouac. Play this Manifold Mouse. And... just run it like that? Okay. Are they Temur mice? Or like Temur... okay. Temur Storm Chaser. Cool, bushwhack our thing. Now the problem is our opponent can just go for a couple different lines here. Interesting. So their Temur Otters running this Tarnation Vista. I mean, they can go 2 blue. Okay. They name green. Get 2 green. Red. Okay, yeah, so they're trying to combo. I mean, they can go, this town ain't big enough. and bounce. Okay, so they're just bushwhacking. I mean, deal 3 to your face? Let's see. Alright, we're going to play this Sheltered by Ghosts. Taking out their critter. Swing. They got 2 in hand. Okay, so they could play the Cool Otter. I think we are kind of cooked, believe it or not, at this point. Thunder Trap Trainer. Song of Totentans? Oh, man, okay. Everything has haste now. They could maybe start to go off. The rats can't block, which is good. And it's a sorcery speed spell. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to haste this up. Torch the tower, targeting that. I mean, 2 damage is huge. Okay, we're just gonna give this double strike. Swing. Gain a life. Move to blockers. Opponent doesn't block. Let's pump it. And they are dead. Sick. Alright, on to sideboarding. What do we want against this god-awful combo deck? So, Torch the Tower is probably fine to bring in, as is Exercise. We want to get rid of Helix. And I think maybe we bring in these Destroy Evils. It's the question of what do we cut for the Destroy Evils. So it's like we cut 2 Rage, we cut 2 Burst Lightnings, bring in all those, and say go. Okay, Temur Otters. Otters, otters, otters. I mean, thankfully they didn't have any way to just like combo us out of nowhere that game, which is solid. It's an incredible win for us. And again, we keep getting to do the combo of Hired Claw into Sheltered by Ghosts, which is an amazing sequence. Okay, opponent goes fetch for a mountain. I don't want to play the Emberheart Challenger here just because I know it's going to die. Never mind, it is not going to die. And we'll play that out. Hit him for 2. And opponent now has Temur mana. They play their Storm Chaser's talent. They're probably going to bushwhack this thing. No, just Torch. Okay. Who would have guessed? Alright, so Screaming Nemesis? I mean, can they combo us from here? Sleight of hand. They could go, well, they need the Enduring here to pull it off. Let's go ahead and play this. Double strike. Just swinging for that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Enduring Vitality. And we hit. Okay. Doing this, exiling your Enduring Vitality. Opponent, surely there's no way that you have this town ain't big enough. Oh my gosh, what are you bouncing? Alright, you're bouncing those? Cool. And then Sheltered by Ghosts. Giving my mouse double strike, hitting you for 8. Opponent's at 4. Do you have the ability to kill my entire board? Let's go. Alright, we win. See you guys in match number 4. Alright, match number 4, and we're going to be on the play. And this hand is trash. Okay. Hand's a little bit better. I mean, we do have a lot of untapped lands. We got some removal. We got a Monstrous Rage. That first hand would have been cool if everything could have stuck and come down quickly. What is up with everybody playing Storm Chaser's talent right now? I mean, sure, we're gonna swing. So, play a Verge, and that probably means that you are a Sultai gamer. Alright. Hit you for 5 on turn 2. Yeah. So you are Sultai, Storm Chaser's talent. Sultai bounce. It's like a dozen different things that you can call this deck. Are you gonna swing? Hey, okay. Probably means that you have an unsummon in hand. Not necessarily the best thing for me to be dealing with. Okay. If you got an opponent, this is the time to do it. I don't know why you didn't do this before the attack. Why let me get the trigger? That just seems a little silly. Especially when they know that I am like red-white nonsense. Okay. Up the beanstalk. Now you have cut down mana, finally. I mean, we are really trying to ride this one creature to victory, and it's not gonna happen. Okay. Hit our opponent for 1. Let's pump. I hate this auto tapper. Because we could have at least left Lightning Helix mana up, but no, it doesn't want to tap this Rockface Village because, oh, you might be able to activate it. No. I cannot, opponent. I cannot, Arena. This is why the robots will never be able to, you know, overcome human beings. Okay. I mean, do you want to kill your thing? Rona's Vortex. Bouncing that. Cool. Well then. I think we will just go ahead and Lightning Helix that. We've dealt ourselves a good bit of damage at this point. Alright, opponent's at 8. I mean, maybe we should have gone at the face there. Put him at 5. You go for an extra up the beanstalk. If you go that into Tolarian Terror, you're kind of cooking. You get to draw 3. Okay. Can we get something? Nope. Double strike. No Screaming Nemesis there does kind of suck, but we're kind of guaranteeing ourselves at least a potential win here. Analyze the pollen. Just getting a land. I can understand why they maybe didn't want to get anything like specific there. Just clearing out the deck, hopefully getting more stuff. They do have the mana now to Eddy Merc at least once. Alright, they've got blockers. Do you have another Bushwhack? No, you got Seed of Hope, okay. Can't bounce our stuff. Do you have the Eddy Merc Crab? Let's pump this. Okay. Honestly, I think we do just need to give this double strike. There it is. Knew they had an Eddy Merc Crab somewhere. Alright, what are you tapping down? Okay. Go ahead and tap our stuff down, opponent. You got this. You're gonna tap down. Why? Why are you tapping those down? Okay. And I should have cast that. I thought it was until next turn. I was thinking of the wrong card. Well, we might be cooking ourselves here. About to be looking like one of those like Christmas turkeys with the bows tying up its legs. I am cooked. No blocks. Take 6. Opponent's never going to level this up because being able to get a Seed of Hope back or getting a Rona's Vortex back isn't super good. That's a little bit better, though. Just going to go ahead and scoop that one up. Opponent drawing 9 cards across like 3 cards being cast. It's pretty good value for them. Okay. So, Lightning Helix. Pretty trash. Monstrous Rage is kind of trash. Destroy Evil and Exercise, and that are decent enough. Let's take out... You know what? Let's take out one final one, because again, Monstrous Rage just gets blown out by all of the exile-based removal and stuff they have. And knowing that they're Soul Tie definitely means that we get hurt a lot by nowhere to run. Alright, be on the play. Hand's fine, we got a lot of basics. It's not the worst thing. We can exile some of their stuff, which is really good. And we might be able to swing in for 3 on turn 2. Alright, opponent. Let's see what you got. Alright, opponent mulligan down to 6. Play Heartfire. Say go. Hedge Maze. Opponent is playing the slow game. Alright, we're going to go for Emberheart Challenger, swing 3. No untapped black source. If they go for a... Okay. Bushwhack hurts. I will admit. Bushwhack is going to be very unfortunate. They're bushwhacking the wrong thing, though. So now we get to hit them for a bunch. Let's start by destroying your enchantment. Let's burst lightning your thing. And then we will swing for 4. Restless Bivouac next turn will be cool. And yeah, they're just bushwhacking, finding a land. Okay, they've got nowhere to run. Wish that wasn't the case. Alright. Wish it was both sides, because then that would make this exercise so much better. But it is what it is. Another Storm Chaser's talent. Okay. Let's go ahead and animate this. Swing, put the counter on itself, and okay. Get in for 3. Alright. They're definitely not getting back a land. It's either Dimir Crab or the Up the Beanstalk, and it's probably just Dimir Crab. Yeah. They've got 3 in their yard, so now it's a 4 cost. Yeah, 2 and 2. Okay. Hitting us for 1. Alright. Let's do this. They might have a Rona's Vortex. What? 1, 2. Yeah. Alright. Blow that up. I mean, we're at 1 card to our opponent's, like, 4 right now. And then with Up the Beanstalk and a land, their hand really gets opened up to a lot more. Seed of Hope. There's a Tolarian Terror. They get to draw a card. I mean, they are at 10. So it's like, it's not the worst situation. Just like we animate, that's a 3. Yeah, it's not worth really attacking here. I would like to see them damage themselves with their Yavimaya Coast. That way we can at least gain some life. Or not gain some life, pump up our Hired Claw. Duh. We're not gaining life. Okay. Hit us for 5. We're both at 10. Boo. You didn't do anything cool, opponent. I mean, we can try to attack here. Okay, come on. There you go. That's why you're at the high levels, because you top deck like a champ. Alright, you got this one, opponent. Alright, see you guys in match number 5. Alright, match number 5, and we're going to be on the draw against another top 1800 mythic player. It's crazy that we lost the last one and we went up 2%. Hand's fine. It's a little painful, but it's okay. And playing against a domain gamer. So, oh no, they might just be blue, white, Convoke? Blue, white, aggro? I don't know. I don't know. Are you gonna protect it? I mean, Shardmage's rescue's good. Sure, we'll kill it. Okay, well, let's start by casting Mabel. Okay, we make the Cragflame. A mouse with a sword. The Mouse-Catool, if you will. Boo, Flood Pitch Drowner. Boo. Okay, Enduring Curiosity. Are you just blue-white tempo? Cool. Play Swordmaster. Play Manifold Mouse. Target Mabel. Give her Double Strike. Doesn't do anything. I mean, at least both of my creatures can block this Flood Pitch Drowner pretty effectively. Blue-white tempo? I mean, I see the vision. But isn't Dimir just better? No point to us blocking that. They get to draw a card. Okay. Novice Inspector. If they have another Flood Pitch Drowner, we are kinda screwed. Nope, just Mockingbird. X equals 1. There's technically another Flood Pitch Drowner. Oh, brutal. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and we gotta tap like this. That way we can go ahead and give you the requisite pump that you need. We'll swing like this. And go ahead and just kill your Enduring Curiosity, because there's no reason for us not to. We're at 12. Opponent is at 12. They'll get to draw 2 cards. And let's see. I don't know. I don't rightly know. I mean, we could move that over, but +1/+0 to our stuff. Another Mockingbird copying another Flood Pit Drowner. Alright. Draw your 2 cards. Are you going to cycle one of your Flood Pit Drowners? It wouldn't really make a lot of sense for you to cycle it, but, I mean, you could... Ooh, Bunnycorn is real rough for us. Okay. I mean... We'll play another Flowerfoot. We're at 8. No block. Okay. So, attack for 4 in the air. Or, yeah, they're both in the air. Wow. In the air, vigilance, and just a litany of other nonsensical things that they can do. I don't think we're going to win this one. Again, after talking so much smack about this deck, too. Okay. Let's target Mabel now. If opponent just has another Flood Pit Drowner there, we would be super dead. No, they have another Enduring Curiosity. Okay. And a Virtual Loyalty, yeah. Now we gotta scoop that one up. Opponent absolutely hosed us. That's wild. Okay. Torch the Towers come in. Sheltered by Ghost comes in. Exercise comes in. Is there any logic to bringing in this Screaming Nemesis? No. Cards that we want to bring or take out here. We got 4. This is a creature-heavy matchup, so Lightning Helix is good. Obviously, these torches are fine. Burst Lightning does have a lot of targets. I think it is just Monstrous Rage. And I mean, there's maybe a reason to just not even bring in Sheltered by Ghosts or Exercise. Yeah, I think it may honestly just be bring in those torches. But again, there is some logic to Exercise. And maybe it's another one of those play draw things. Okay, let's see. Play first. Hand's great. So we're stuck with the question of Hired Claw or the Heartfire first. It's always Hired Claw. Unless you have the ability to go Heartfire into the Manifold Mouse, it's always Hired Claw. Alright, so we swing, or things bounce. We need to play on curve as much as we would like to like play Screaming Nemesis and then like Shardmages into Lightning Helix on it. I do think we just need to play on curve and just throw this Nemesis out. But again, largely dependent on what they do here. Okay, Bunnycorn. Forget playing on curve. We're killing that. We'll swing this. Get in for a point. Alright, we get to go Mountain into Screaming Nemesis, which will be sick. Alright, move to combat. Are you going to Flood Pit Drowner? Who would have guessed? You don't get to target that. Alright. Swing with these. Ping you for 1. You sure you don't want to block, opponent? You sure you don't want to block? Alright, so they take 4. They play another Verge, and what are they going to do? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. Don't cast the stupid cat. Oh, they cast Split Up. That is worse. That is way worse for us. Oh, no. We're so dead. Never mind. We're not dead. Alright. Double strike. Trample. Hit our opponent for 4. Please no outspec smite. Why do you have it all, opponent? Why? Just let us have one thing. One. Okay, you get your 2 damage. Okay, I guess. There's the Bunnycorn. Can we get sheltered by ghosts? Nope, they got a flying Bunnycorn, and we drew a land, and we are dead. GG's opponent. Alright. Honestly, can't complain. Solid 2-3. Or 3-2. See you guys in the wrap-up. Okay, so what do we think about this Boros Mice deck? We finished 3-2 in our recording. It's not the worst. As far as like a weird zoo-ish deck goes, we can't complain too much about it. Like, the aggression is there. It seems like it would be able to eat up most of the aggro mirrors. So, that definitely seems good. Playing against all of the otter decks that we did seems like a really weird skewing of things. Maybe we want to avoid it in the future. Or maybe just retool our sideboard a little bit to more efficiently deal with it. Sultai definitely seemed like the worst variant to play against. So maybe that's something to consider. If we saw Dimir in any capacity, I feel like that would have been a really good matchup to explore too. But can't argue with the results. Maybe this is the direction that the red deck needs to go. Splashing a color does seem good. So, might try more of this in the future. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, do the cringy YouTuber stuff. Like, follow, subscribe. Slam the bell icon, notifications, blah, blah, blah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.